Hi, I'm Joe Marshall, a teaching professional here at the Butch Harmon School of Golf in Dubai. I've got our fitness professional, Allister Parlane, with us, who's looking at doing a series of videos that links golf technique to golf fitness over the next few weeks. Allister, can you explain a bit more?
Yeah, so basically going to have a bit of fun slagging off all the instructors with looking at their physical ailments and basically how it ties into different technical things in the golf swing. So I'm going to highlight what physical limitations they have and show how they're coming up on the screen, and whatever instructor's going to be doing the technical side of things, they'll go through other technical faults.
Brilliant. So I had the pleasure of screening Allister earlier this week. We've got a swing video up that we're going to analyse now. I'm going to go through some of the technical stuff that Allister does, and then he's going to link it to some of the limitations he had in his screening. So first of all, we're going to look at Allister's movement off the ball. And what we see a little bit of a sway movement from Allister, a little bit of lateral to the right hand side as he takes the club back. It's quite a common fault that we see with players, and we did see something in the physical test that would highlight this, Allister.
Yeah, so glute med on right hand side was a little bit weak, so it's hard for me to sort of stabilise that right hip and turn round it, and also my internal hip rotation on right hand side was tight, so it's really hard for me to load and turn onto that. I think this was picked up from a football injury when I was about 22, 23, and not really been able to load up that right hand side since that.
So what you're trying to say, we also need to wake up those glutes, Allister, eh?
Yeah,
Sleeping.
exactly, yeah.
Sleeping. Okay, I'm just going to switch to a down the line view. What we also see in Allister's swing, one of his characteristics is he's always had a very closed club face in the backswing. So if we get here, show you driver, if I just stick a line, just representing roughly what the club face is doing, we'll see that it points kind of down to the ground. A lot of us here like to see a little bit more of the toe up in the air at that point. And as I take it to the top of the backswing, we'll see that right now we see the club face pointing up at the sky. So it's a characteristic that Allister's always had, and he thinks he's got a reason why after the physical screening.
Characteristic I've always had and always absolutely hated because I get slagged rotten for it. Reason being, when we did a screen on my right wrist, in terms of flexion, I could only get, I think numbers was 44 degrees of flexion and an extension was 64. That's pretty poor. So right hand is not really doing much on the golf club. It's more collapsed than supporting the golf club there. Again, another football injury, fell on my right wrist and could have fractured it, could have done something to it. Being a stupid guy, not got it checked out properly. But yeah, they've definitely got issues in there in terms of the right hand feeling stable on the golf club. I could almost feel like I could do my golf swing without my right arm being there basically half the time.
So what you're trying to say is you should have stayed on the golf course and not gone on the football pitch.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to a third limitation that we saw from the physical screening. I'm going to go split screen now and bring in both face on and down the line. Now, let me just put another little image in here, just behind Allister's butt there. Okay, starts quite well. We'll see the glutes stay inside that V. But as we get towards the top of the backswing, we see a bit of loss of posture or early extension, and the butt starts to come away from that V. All right, and Allister again, after I screened him, thinks he's got a little bit of an answer here. This is also related to a movement in his downswing. If we look at face on, as Allister starts his downswing, he struggles here to open up much with his chest, causing him to really kind of hang back and get quite a spine angle that's in this kind of direction. So Allister?
Yeah, so looking at the physical, again, horrible for me to look at this as well, but looking at my physical screen, we did my T-spine rotation test. Most players were looking for above 60 degrees at least. I had only 48 degrees to the right hand side and 56 to the left, so it is a little bit tight. Looking at how much I'm thrusting off that ball, it's certainly something I could improve on. Hopefully, if I rotated a little bit better through my mid-back and was able to load that right-hand side a bit better, I could probably stay on that line and maybe not hang back as much and cover the shot more. I've got more lean back than DJ Joe.
Brilliant. So, Allister, it sounds like you need to get in the gym, sir. I think you should find a good fitness professional to give you a program.
If anyone knows anyone, please give me a shout.
So who's next in the hot seat?
So I think next we'll get in Jamie McConnell, the furry Irish bear, and have a look at how he's moving the gym and look at his swing. It'll be an interesting one for sure.
And he'll be screened by you, right?
Yeah, I'll do the screening this time myself. This for the first starting one, obviously couldn't screen myself. I'm going to be probably a little bit biased to look at myself look a little bit better, but yeah, I'll screen Jamie, and then Jamie will look at the technical side of things as well.
Excellent. So stay tuned, guys, over the next few weeks. I think this is going to be a fun series. Cheerio.